good, mate? Not really. First one I've done though. Fuck, it's hard. Just the running pace was so off. Got a fair bit of work to do the next nine weeks. I tell you, after that first, probably second run, I was just thinking to myself, what the fuck have I got myself into here? Welcome back to another YouTube episode. Today we've got our Hyrox simulation, which is the first time I've ever done a Hyrox full from the start to finish. So it really gave me a good eye-opener of what is expected. It sort of blew me out of the water a little bit. I wasn't feeling too crash hot going into it. I've been sort of sick for the last sort of week and a half and just been sort of pushing through it, showing a bit of ego and just keep training when you're sick is probably not the best idea because you're not going to get better, which I seem to find out. So if you do love our YouTube channel, please like and subscribe. It does help us in terms of what we're trying to do here. But I'm going to take you through our Hyrox preparation. So just before we began the Hyrox simulation, I went to the bathroom and absolutely just dry reached a lump of phlegm from my mouth, which wasn't a good start. Got out there and I just thought I'd just have a good crack. I felt pretty flat going into it, but I was excited to give it a go. Had a good group of people here that were going to come and do it with me. So just do it in different order. So just come in. Obviously there's a run in between each one. But have a look what number you go from straight away, all right? So like Alex, you'll come back after we'll all start the ski, all right? But after that, like from the second one, Alex will go on the burpee broad jump. All right, so we've got our first Hyrox simulation today. We've got a good group of here. We're gonna be chucking through this as hard as we can. Hopefully it takes us anywhere between an hour to 2 hours. We'll see how we go. We've got all our weights. Some of the people are doing it at different stages just because of how the sleds and that we've got, but we're pretty much I'm going to be going through it exactly the same order, timing every single sort of little lap of how we go and then we get where we go. So we'll see how we go today. First one ever.
I'm very gassed.
So, I mean, Hunter McIntyre is the pinnacle of Hyrox in terms of how fit he is and what he's done in the sport. Watching his YouTube channel with his simulations and other people's simulations in terms of how they go and the times they get. I went in there not knowing exactly what I was going to be in for, but I had some times to compare to now, which I will look back on from comparing against the best of the best and just seeing how far off, I guess, being the top of the mountain is compared to just starting. So there is a lot of work to be done in this Hyrox preparation, 10 weeks time, but I'm really keen to see where we can take it and I'm really keen to push my body to the limits. We kicked off with the run. The first run was a 3:44. Again, it's not overly quick compared to what it should be. We ran outdoors in a straight line up and back, 500 up, 500 back. Then we got straight into the ski, and ski is one of the events that I need to be taking full advantage of because I do find that's probably one of my strengths is the ski. We went straight into a 3:44 ski. Again, it's still slower than what needs to be, so I need to sort of get that round to a sort of 3:30. The heart rate through all of this was sitting around 160, 162. I know that when I get up to that sort of 170, 168 to 170 is where I hit that threshold of probably like, dry reaching and getting over the top of what I can sustain. So I know I have to be around that sort of 160 to 165. Went back into another run and just straight away, just the pace just deteriorated straight away, which could tell that I just wasn't right. And when you're training with a group of people, Kieran's a really good runner, so he just got away from me and we ran that second run at a 4:20. Again, if you compare that to Hunter McIntyre's pace, which he's doing it on a treadmill, but he's running 3:14s per kilometre flat. So again, it's a little bit different on a treadmill, but it's still just crazy pace differences. I thought I was going to be sub 4s for all of the runs, and for some reason, all the runs just felt absolutely horrible. Come back into a sled push, 2:11, which is not too bad. I bought a new sled with higher bars, which sort of replicated the Hyrox sleds. It does move a little bit easier than what our current sleds do through the turf. So we had the proper Hyrox weight on there, but I think we'll need to bump that up a little bit more. Reading a lot of stuff about Hyrox is making sure that you probably put a little bit more weight on than what's expected on the event, so that you make it a little bit harder in the simulations and all the training, so that when you get to the event, it's a little bit easier. Come back into another run. We ran a 410. Then we come and did a sled pull. This pull was the first time I'd done this before. I again bought some sled pull ropes, especially for this. Tied it to the sled and grabbed that again. I'm just refining the technique. It's the first time I'd use that technique and just understanding how I can improve that. I've been watching a fair few videos to make sure that I can be at my best with that pull and just get to the right angles and really driving through our legs, because you can see that can be one that I've spoken to a few people who've done Hyrox before, can be the difference between a good couple of minutes and the end time. Went back for another run. 450 was the next run, so just flew right out, and just felt real sluggish, lactic acid building up, cadence was horrible, just was not feeling on top of the ground. I kept trying to focus on the technique that I've been working on in terms of just having my knees driving high and keeping my feet under me, propelling me forward, but yeah, it just felt right off. Coming to my burpees are going to be one of my just worst, which I really need to crack down and shave 2 minutes off. I did a 455 for the burpees. I mean, comparing that to Hunter McIntyre in your simulation just quite recently, he did a 154. I mean, that's 2 minutes different in burpees.
Yeah, a little bit heavy, but we're getting there. Work to be done. Burpee broad jumps. So I got the row coming up next. All right. These aren't great.
So I need to get better going from the bottom to the top and just being able to just put a few lengths of non-stop burpees in. So coming up with a different strategy, maybe it's to do a certain amount, have a little 10 seconds break or 5 second break, knowing that my heart rate drops really quickly, and then go again.
I'm absolutely fucking cooked. Got stitches here and here.
Is it the step sort of format with the burpees, or is it the plyometric sort of jump and explosive? Is it to jump as far as you can, which I'm seeing more people suggest that, doing less burpees, so that's probably something I need to work on. Jumping as far as I can to do less burpees. Come back for another run. The burpees, by the time I got back to the run, I actually felt recovered, so that's not a good sign. Next run was a 424. Then I've got in the row. Again, the rower should be one of the ones that I'm making up a good 20 to 30 seconds on other participants, other people doing the pro Hyrox. I did a 348, so that needs to be down to definitely a 320, a 330, 100%. Going back into a run straight away. That was a hard one because I was still pretty gassed from the rower. 429, that one there took me probably 500 meters. A lot of the runs took me a good 500 meters to find that rhythm again. Come back in the lunges. The lunges is one that I just need to get better at. I need to practice and practice and practice single leg, unilateral movements, practicing the weight over my shoulders because you can't put the bag down. All these small little things can create a 5-minute difference within your Hyrox time, just like that. And now I'm starting to understand how that can happen. So lunges is something that I put a little target in my head to get to this distance, have a little break, get to this distance, have a little break. But it's about maintaining it under the pressure of being so fatigued. Going out for another run, legs were feeling it. By the time you've done the lunges, you know you've only got 2 more runs left, 2 more activities or workouts to do. So you've really got to push it. 446, not a great run. Farmer's carry, 220. I thought I'd be a lot quicker. It's the first time I've done a farmer's carry with 32s for 200 meters, and I thought I'd be definitely the 130. Compare it to Hunter's one, he's at 131. Kieran didn't put the kettlebells down. I was struggling to hold it from the start, from the first sort of 50 meters, so I probably need to work on some grip strength in my preparation, holding dumbbells, holding kettlebells, practicing that movement. Again, I've sort of gone in there very naive, thinking that I can just do it, understanding that these are different movements, different muscle groups. The forearms are taking a massive battering. So I need to be able to make sure that when I get to an event that I'm very aware of what's going to happen. Where when I was doing those farmers carries, I had to put it down twice, which is just, way too much within a 200 meter, and that cost a good, 30 seconds. 220, I put it down for a good 15 seconds each time. There's a minute 40. That's 40 seconds wiped off. Gone off my last run, 4:22. Again, one of my quickest ones, probably my second quickest. Knowing that I've got one more left, and then did my wall balls, which was a 3:46 wall balls. The wall balls are not too bad. Just got to work on making sure I keep that rhythm. I did, I think, 40 straight, and then I did 30, and then I finished it off. So again, it's being naive and having too big an ego, thinking that I was going to get to the wall balls and do them unbroken because of some of the training I've done previously. So all in all, it was a good learning experience, but it was a good eye-opener in terms of what's required and how hard I need to keep going. I've been crook for the last week and a half. The kids have been not sleeping very well and just under the weather as well. So the whole family's been sort of run down, but it's about ticking off all the boxes.
Time. 106. 6:29.
How many unbroken wall balls did you do?
70.
What's that time, man?
Hang on. 102.
Oh, I didn't say.
No. 101.20. Fuck. Take that. For a sim. Happy with that. Good starting point.
107.21.
Nice. It's rough.
We just can.
107.21.
Sitting when you're wrestling, like you're wrestling it up, and you can just feel it all like pressing in your spine. I know. Every part of
Hour 13.
So I hope you liked another episode of our Hyrox preparation. This one was a full simulation. We'll be doing these pretty much every 2 weeks. We've got a 5-day split of our Hyrox training. Very much a mix of our conditioning components diced in with our runs. Still getting my strength and conditioning classes in, working through some strength phases as well. Trying to combine that all. It does look a lot of the days, 2 sessions per day. I've been a bit run down, but I'm making sure that, I'm sort of on the back end of that now. I hope you enjoyed what we're trying to do and try to bring your information, education to the Hyrox preparation going to Melbourne. If you liked it and you like what we're doing here with the Coach Conway channel, please subscribe. It helps us do what we want to do for the future of the channel. So please jump on, and I hope you guys are training hard and win the day. We'll see you then.